the heck not? Huh? Hey, hey. Whoa. Okay, I think I'm live. Am I live or am I Memorex, huh? So, hey all. This is a very unusual time for me to be doing a TikTok live, but I am marking time. I'm not killing time and I'm not wasting time. I'm marking time, waiting for my husband, picking him up. I am actually down. I probably should have put something. Oh, I just realized. There we go. Oh my gosh, I just zoomed in so I can actually see it. So hey all. I thought I would pop in and do a TikTok live for the next, I don't know, like 55, 60 minutes or so. Yeah, Bianca, I am surprised to see me on this late in the day myself. But here's the situation. I am down in Ocean City, Maryland. My husband is doing a little, like a radio thing. And we are staying in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. So it was one of these things where I could come down with him and have the car, or I could be kind of not stuck at the beach, but, or I could just be kind of sitting there. So I thought, you know what? I'll sit here in the parking lot. I better not like ruin the battery. But Oceanana, nice to see you. Okay, so there, you know what? I just figured, why the heck not? I'm sitting here in the car anyway. Maybe I could keep you guys company. Maybe we could entertain each other for the next hour or so until he shows up and does his thing. So, yeah, so if we haven't met before, okay. Oh, hey, Donna. Donna is on the NCL Epic in the middle of the Atlantic. Cruise started in Rome and ends at Orlando. How freaking awesome for you guys. Now, I have to ask you, though, what the heck are you doing on TikTok watching me? Go to the spa. Go get yourself a cocktail. Go see a band. Go get a massage. Do something cruisy, okay? So, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm glad this is a nice surprise. Pardon me. I'm just going to hydrate. Not much left. Anyhow, is my glove box clean? That's kind of a loaded question. Actually, yeah, it is pretty good. I got, like, this stuff right here. Yeah, because that's usually, my seat. So, okay, there we go. Well, Diana says, I'm having a cocktail and listening to you. What could be better? Well, some things, but you know what? Thank you. Thank you. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's kind of funny because if I look out here, I'm in a parking lot of, and I don't know if anybody here knows Ocean City, but I'm in the parking lot of Secrets, and they have kind of this island vibe here. So even though I am technically in Maryland, I'm looking out and I am seeing palm trees. So yeah, Dana, nice to see you too. So I am looking out and seeing palm trees waving in the sun. The sky is blue, and so am I. And I just figured I would show up. Today is what? Today's Friday. We've got the weekend coming up. If you have any decluttering you're doing, we could talk about that. I don't have much to look at to share with you right here. I am not at home. This is the cool thing I will share. Getting ready for this trip was effortless because I knew where my suitcase was. All my clothes were clean. They were folded up. I threw them into some packing cubes. I threw my bag into the car and off we went. Such a nice feeling to just be chill this whole time as opposed to frantic. Cat Mama, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad you think this is a nice surprise. Yes, this is typically not my time to show up, but I figured why not? So, here was an interesting thing. Maybe you guys will get a giggle out of this. So, I dropped my husband off about an hour ago, little before an hour ago, and I had about an hour, and I thought, well, you know what, if I'm done doing some stuff, I'll maybe do a TikTok live from the parking lot. And I went down to the end of the Ocean City, Maryland boardwalk. Now, unbeknownst to me, there is an event going on. There's this thing called Sunfest. And there are all these people and vendors and people buying stuff, and there's a band playing and all this. And the funny thing is that I saw so many people buying stuff. I'm like, oh, that's like clutter waiting to happen. Like, I truly hope people enjoy what they bought. But sometimes you buy things in the spur of the moment. Also, they were serving cocktails there. So I have been known to make an impulse purchase at the Big E up in New England when I have had a cocktail or two. But I saw some stuff and I thought, oh, that's pre-clutter right there. So now I love this. Donna, who's on a cruise, is saying, I love the cruise cabin as it's not cluttered. I'm coming home to a cluttered bedroom. So I offer this to you. How about when you go home saying, how can I kind of transform my bedroom into that vibe of being on a cruise? And I don't mean buy stuff that says, look at me, I'm on a cruise. How can I keep it simple? Now, the cool thing is, so my husband also, because we're down the beach here, up in Lewis, Delaware, has done some like music on a little like sunset cruise, like totally not even a cruise. It's like a little tiny little boat. They just sit on benches and he does this. But we've been able to stay over on a friend's boat and talk about efficiency. Cruise ships, every square inch is considered, and what can I make the most of it? You know, so Donna, when you go home, think to yourself, what doesn't give me this cruise feeling in my bedroom, and how can I get rid of it? Because I want to wake up and feel like I'm on a cruise every day, except maybe not for the seasick part. Okay? Alrighty. Now, Oceanana is saying, couldn't get out of my own way today. I know that feeling myself. I truly do. Woke up at 12:30 a.m., so no progress in the hallway today. Hun, that is okay. Sometimes when we focus on the negative, oh my God, I made no progress, it just makes you feel worse. So do something to make yourself feel better. Deep breaths, calming down, slowing down. How can you get out of your own way? Why were you getting into your own way? I bet it was thoughts in your head that caused a feeling that made you feel whatever. What could you do today to get a better night's sleep tonight? Okay? Do not stress yourself out. It just makes matters worse. It's like when you're stuck in the mud and then you spin your wheels and then you kind of dig yourself in deeper. Don't do that. Put your foot off the gas. I mean, literally, I'm literally in the driver's seat of a car. So take your foot off the gas. Maybe get into park. I just shut the windows because people are going to think I'm nuts here talking to myself. Oh, actually, it's people right next to us. This is so funny. Yeah. So anyhow, get out of your own way. It's okay. And yes, you're not alone. Okay? Now, Judy says, I'm riding in my car and I see cornfields. I'd rather see palm trees. Yes, here, palms. The palms are waving. Get it? Palms. Alrighty. Donna is getting notes to herself. I have to get rid of 40% of my clothing and I'm going to upgrade my bedding. Yes. Ooh, what a delightful feeling to slide into a nice clean bed. Now we are being bougie this time because we're not crashing on somebody's futon when we stay over this weekend. We are actually going to stay in a hotel. Not a fancy one, but we don't need fancy all the time. And it's going to be so delightful to just slide into a bed that somebody else made. Nice, fresh, clean sheets. You know, get inspiration from when you're on vacation. What makes it feel relaxing? Maybe it's not looking around at a bunch of clutter. I will tell you, I used to enjoy going on vacation and going to all the different shops and look at all the trinkets. And I've bought trinkets and I've bought Gugas and little, Shakos and whatnot. I don't find that fun anymore. It was fun for me at a time. Now it's not. Now it's kind of junking things up. That's okay. SC Native says, washed my car today for the first time in a long time. It was a lot, but nice to have a clean car. Yeah. Notice the thing. It's so funny. My parking session just expired 15 minutes down the road. Notice how nice it can feel to be in a fresh, clean car. Think about it. Maybe taking a shower is like that. When your car is all grungy and the windows are fogged up and they've got junk on them, you cannot see clearly now. So I love getting a car wash, washing my car, cleaning out the windows, because then you can see more clearly. Now, the funny thing is, you guys, I'm sitting right here. There's a big plop of bird poop right there that before we leave here, I'm going to scrape it off. But notice that nice feeling of clean and fresh and clear. Now Erica Len says, I wanted to get so much done today. My first day off in 2 weeks, ended up napping all day. Erica, I say that's great. You know why? Because right below you is Oceanana saying lack of sleep. Your body is your car, okay? Your body is your horse. Your body is what moves you from place to place and helps you do things. And if you aren't feeling good, you're not going to do good. Somebody's backing up right next to me. This is funny. Cut yourself some slack. Cut yourself some slack if you are feeling like, oh man, I wanted to get so much done, but my body said, no, I need to sleep. Okay, embrace that. Yes. And even Cat Mama says, I love those kind of days. Embrace them. You know? Now, yep, this is great. Judy says, went to a craft show and didn't buy surface stuff. So proud of myself, only bought fudge. Fudge. Yeah, I like to buy stuff that it doesn't take up room, that it's tasty, you know? And yeah, went to a craft show. Here's a fun thing to do. Kind of like being on a diet. Let's go on a clutter diet. Going to a craft show and allowing yourself the opportunity that if you truly see something you love, that you can buy it. I did that myself. I went through 99.999% of the stuff I saw. It didn't call to me. That's okay. I am not required to buy anything. But what I did was I saw some t-shirts and I looked and they didn't have my size. I'm like, well, I tried. You know, allowing yourself to do it and then deciding I don't want it can be fun. You know, so please, everybody, maybe this weekend is when you kind of catch up on your sleep. Now, notice how you can't truly catch up. You can only sleep. It's like trying to overfill your gas tank. Your gas tank has a finite capacity. So you can't say, oh, well, I didn't sleep all week, so I'm now going to catch up on it. But you can do your best. And rest, as Mish says, rest is an accomplishment. Yes, and SC Native, we're all here. Erica, you must have needed the sleep. Give yourself grace and don't worry about sleeping. Yeah, I love it. Quigo says, got to take care of my meat suit. Yeah, because we are all just electrified meat, if you think about it. I think about that when I see poor animals that have been hit by cars. Something did it, and the electricity went out, and now it's just dead meat. Gross. Okay. Hey there, German Maid 95. Yeah, fancy meeting me here. Not only at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, at least East Coast time, but on a Friday. My goodness, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I should be having a cocktail. I will in about an hour or so. Yeah. Okay. Mars SB is asking the classic question. I have so many areas to declutter. Need a tip on how and where to start. I've got all day tomorrow. Okay. Mars, I'm going to give you some really good tips because I forgot to introduce myself because I always just jump in. My name is Beth. I'm a decluttering life coach. My coaching here on TikTok and on YouTube and on the interwebs is Destination Decluttered. Excuse me. And, all right, German Maid, you can have a cocktail right now. I'm in a parking lot. I can see cocktails practically from here. I will get one in about 40 minutes, maybe 45. So Mars and everybody, if you have time this weekend that you're looking to declutter, follow these steps, and then next week when I do some TikTok lives, let me know how it went, okay? First one, we're already talking about it already. Check in with your human body. Now, this would be like if you're getting in your car and you want to drive somewhere. You're going to check your gas gauge. How much energy do I have in? You're going to check, are any of my tires flat? Okay? You're going to do that. You're going to also then see, you know, is it nice and clean? Do I feel good? Is it comfortable? Is the seat at the right level? Is it too far away or is it too close or is it just right? So what do I mean by that as far as your body goes? Make sure you get some rest. Hydrate. Even if especially if you're having cocktails this weekend. Hydrate. Get yourself some rest. Wear comfortable clothes. Get yourself put some good gas in your tank. Eat something healthy. But also, do not overestimate, please, 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 oh please, as James Brown would say. Please do not overestimate how much you can get done. You will only be able to get done as much as your body and your brain will allow you to. So I say, whatever you think you're going to do, everybody, Mars and Felicia, chunk down. Cut whatever you think you're going to get done in half. If you've got all day tomorrow, spend a third of tomorrow decluttering. Now, there's a strategy behind this. It's because you probably avoid decluttering because it makes you feel like crap. It probably gets you exhausted and you don't like it. And if it wasn't something you didn't like, you'd probably show up and do it more often because it's not a big deal. So you probably have some negative associations with decluttering. Well, let's start to undeclutter those. Yeah, see, Reblexa says, last weekend I didn't chunk it down and I was exhausted. Okay, just me, 00111. Everybody asking where to start. Two things. One is, just because we were talking about chunking it down, chunk down your house and pick a room. Pick a room. What's a room? Just me, 0011. What room do you want to start in? Doesn't matter really where you start, as long as you start. So pick a room. Pick a room. Any room. Pick a room. Any room. Pick a card. Any card. Pick a room. Any room. And then start with this. Start with surface clutter. Okay, what do I mean by surface clutter? I mean the stuff that's on a horizontal surface. Laundry that needs to be put away, put it away. You may notice you don't have a place to put it away because you have a lot of stuff in your stored clutter, but let's just notice that. Maybe you put your laundry folded up closer to where it's supposed to go away. Maybe you empty some trash cans. Maybe you put, you make the bed. Maybe you change the sheets on the bed. Maybe you get the dishes from the sink into the dishwasher or the dishwasher things out. Surface clutter. Start there until you have some clear surfaces. Because to do the next level, to get to the next level, which is stored clutter, you're going to need some surfaces to spread some stuff out on, okay? So there we go. Okay, dining area. Okay, just me, 001. Okay, you're going to work in your dining area. I bet you have some stuff on top of some counters, maybe a table. Put the stuff away, you know where it goes. You know where a lot of your stuff goes. It's just not there yet. Okay. Now that one persona, nice to see you. I see your offering. Okay, I love it. The therapist recommended doing 3 things on a Post-it note at a time. 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. 3 is a magic number. I did the same thing. I didn't say the Post-it, but that's a good idea because that's also a chunk. Instead of a big piece of paper or like a, that kind of never-ending receipt, like you're not writing your to-do list on the back of a CVS receipt, a Post-it note. Chunk it down, write 3 things, do that. Congratulate yourself, throw it away, 3 more things. Chunking it down. That one persona, thank your therapist. Tell them I'm going to do that. All right. Doesn't matter where you begin. Okay, Felicia, same thing. Living room. Living room. Think of your living room right now. And not how it is, but also how you want it to be. How do I want it to be? That can motivate you to get started as well. That's why I call my coaching Destination Decluttered. Destination decluttered. Not how it is now, not right here at home, but 2 hours, 3 hours from home. Ocean City, Maryland. What do you want it to look like? Imagine not how it is. Close your eyes to what it is now and start to imagine whatever room that is in your head, not how it is now, but how you want it to be. Create that picture in your head, and not just a picture, but activate all your senses. How does it smell? We said how it looks. How does it smell? What are the tastes in there? What does it sound like? What are the tactile feels? The more you can bring your destination to life and know that that's why you're doing the decluttering, that will also add some energy to your tank. Okay? Yeah, so notice when you think every area is cluttered, you get overwhelmed by all of it, so chunk it down. All right? All right. I love it. Felicia has boxes to pack for Goodwill. Awesome. I love that you notice you're doing that. You're going to pack it 1 box at a time. Just Me says, I also took some boxes out of my storage closet. Now I'm so overwhelmed. Okay, how about this? Put them back in the storage closet. You can do that. Maybe you started. Here's one thing. It's so funny. The more I coach, the more I realize that there are some more helpful ways to approach the decluttering. And one thing I do not recommend at all is this kind of pull everything out. No, not everything. Not everything. Pull some things out. Notice that's also a chunk. Not everything out of your closet. No, a chunk of stuff in your closet. Now, when you pull out a chunk of stuff in your closet, I highly recommend categories. Categories, okay? What do I mean by categories? Okay, in your closet, you probably have like dresses hanging, pants hanging, sweatshirts hanging, t-shirts hanging, slacks hanging, whatever. Pull out just one category. Here are all of my dresses. Just dresses, none of the other stuff. Then you sort through and you decide what you want to keep, and you decide what you're ready to let go of, and then you decide on the ones that you're not so sure about. Notice those are also 3 categories. See what we're doing here? We're doing the same thing. You guys, the beauty of how I teach this and the beauty of how I'm sharing this with you is what I'm saying applies to every single freaking space in your house. Seriously, it's the same process over and over again. As we would have said back in, Girl Scout camp when we were singing, even though I wasn't a Girl Scout, second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry VIII, I am, So the same thing. Bring out a chunk and then make a decision. What do you want? What you don't want. Okay? All right. No. Okay, just me. I was thinking of doing that but felt guilty. Guilty? We don't do guilty here. When you hang out with me, there's no guilt. There's no judgment. There's no shame. There's no wrong. There's no unworthiness. That's all fear-based crap that just makes you feel crappy. When you don't feel crappy, when you feel crappy, you don't want to do the decluttering. When I feel crappy, I don't want to do anything. But I do things to make myself feel less crappy. Like right now, I feel like I want to put on some chapstick. Earlier today, I was feeling kind of achy-breaky because I did a strength training class yesterday, and man, do I need it, but my muscles are feeling achy-breaky. So what did I do? I went and stretched and I walked around a little bit. I also took some ibuprofen. Help yourself feel better. And when you feel better, you do it. Okay? Okay, Mars, let me help you with this. Mars is saying, and I'm reading off, just so you guys know, I'm reading off what people are writing, because when I post these TikTok lives to the Destination Decluttered YouTube channel, the comments do not port over. So I like to give context to my answers that I'm giving, so that if you're looking at one of the recordings, that you'll know what I'm talking about. So Mars is saying, I end up moving everything around. Notice everything, no. And end up getting rid of nothing. Notice how black and white, all or nothing. I move everything and I get nothing to rid of. Let's bust that up. Let's chunk that down. How about I move some things and I end up getting rid of some things? Okay? So, also, when you are moving things from place to place and nothing is really leaving, it's because you forgot the decluttering part. You forgot that decluttering is decision making. I'm going to repeat that because I love how it kind of is going to be easy to remember. Remember, decluttering is decision making. And you are deciding, get it? Decision, deciding. You are deciding what you want to keep in your home and what you are ready to let go of. Now, you won't be ready to let go of everything, and you may not want to keep everything. So you may have, here's a way I like to think of it. You've got your traffic signal in your body. You've got your green light stuff you totally know you want to keep. No doubt, no bones about it. You also have the red light. No, I do not want that stuff. I do not want you, Sam, I am. That's red light. But then you have your yellow in the middle. I was just driving. We hit a couple of yellow lights and we had to make a decision. And that's the should I stay or should I go? Literally, you do this when you drive. It's a yellow light. Do I go forward and try to, go through it, or do I start to slow down? So notice you can make decisions about some of your things today. So Mars, notice it. Pick one thing. Do not get overwhelmed by all of it. Pick one thing. You only make decisions one at a time. What is this thing in my cup holder? Do I want it? If I want it, where does it go? If I don't want it, where does it go? What's this thing in my cup holder? Oh, that's my water bottle. Do I want to keep it? Yeah, so where do I want to keep it? It's going to stay there. What's this thing in my cup holder? It is a half-eaten bag of Fritos. Do I want it? Well, there are a few Fritos left in it. This is actually my husband's Fritos, not mine, or I would eat them. Do I want to keep them? Yes, temporarily until we eat the Fritos. And after we eat the Fritos, we're going to throw away the bag. Okay, where are they going to stay? They're going to stay here so we can eat them. What's this in my cup holder? Oh, it's a Wawa empty thing from Wawa iced tea. Do I want to keep it? No, because it's empty. What do I want to do with it? Well, I don't want to throw it away because I know I can recycle it, so I'll recycle it. So maybe I throw that in the back of the car, and I'll recycle it when we get home. 3 decisions. Now, that was wicked easy stuff because I'm in my car. Decluttering and decision making is also a muscle to exercise. Now, Sia says decisions can be so hard for me. They can be so hard for you, but they can also be wicked easy. They also can be easy. Sia, you made a decision to get out of bed today. You made a decision to stay on TikTok. You make decisions, you know? Eat the bottle. Exactly. If you tell yourself something's going to be difficult, you're going to make it more difficult for yourself. Calm down your nervous system and trust, say to it, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. Okay, Felicia, notice the overwhelm. Have to declutter the entire house. Look at how dramatic. When you start talking in drama queen language, you know that that's your backseat driver talking. That kind of language is not going to get you anywhere, except maybe, what is that, the Oscar Award or the Emmy or the one that they give you for Broadway? No, when you start to talk like a drama queen, that's when you know that somebody else is causing you to steer that way. No, calm down the drama, okay? And don't do it all. You know, don't do it all. I'm so overwhelmed. You've overwhelmed yourself, my hun. It's so true. We can do this. And you don't have to declutter the entire house. You don't. Maybe you want to. You don't have to. But the only way you can do all of something is to start small somewhere and get started. Notice what I did. I made 3 decisions about how to clean out the little cup holder thing here. I could go further. What's this thing? Oh, that's the keys. Oh, that's my glasses cleaning cloth. You know, stuff like that there. One thing at a time, one step at a time, one decision at a time. When I went to my exercise, my muscle building, whatever the frick I call it, class yesterday, you had to do reps. You start your 10 reps by doing 1. And then you do number 2. And then you do number 2. You do rep number 3. And then you do rep number 4. Everything starts with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So start. Don't do all of it. How did a symphony get written? 1 note at a time. How did somebody walk across the place that they walked across? 1 step at a time. Christy, what's her name? Christy Lane, 1 day at a time, sweet Jesus. You know, just calm yourself down. There we go. Carla Jane, love to see you, my dear. I'm just catching up. Carla Jane is one of my one-on-one clients, and she is offering, I got 1 room done, 1 room done. I go in there every day first, and it spurs me on to do more. Yeah. See, when you have evidence of what you can do, you can gain strength from that. You don't drain your strength by looking at all the stuff you didn't do. You don't wait, hold on, it almost rhymed. You don't drain, you gain. Something like that, right? And it totally is fear talking. It is. Yeah. Okay. There we go. See, Mars, notice how quickly you're talking much more helpfully to yourself. Now, listen to that thought in your head. You know, oh, now of course it moved and I was just about to read it. Ugh. Hogan, TikTok. Okay, because there's so much stuff, maybe, notice how much more helpful this sounds. Maybe I'll try finding 5 things to throw out and go from there. Yeah. Instead of saying I got to do it all, I'm going to find 5 things and I'll just go from there. Notice how much better that feels? When you talk that talk, you feel that feel, and then you're going to go do that thing. Okay? Yeah. Sia says, I've survived every decision I've made. I try to remember that. Nervous system and a little tortoise. Yes. You only move as fast as your nervous system will allow you to. If you get overwhelmed, you're going to stop. And you know where you get overwhelmed is in your nervous system. So when you notice that, you can also notice when you're starting to be like, okay, I'm kind of feeling done. Don't declutter until your tank is empty. Notice when you're getting low on your gas and refill it, or just park for the day and feel good about what you did. Okay? Yeah, and it is fear talking. All right? There we go. Survivor 05 says, my daughter gets overwhelmed. I went to her home just to motivate her. Once she gets started, yeah. Notice getting started can be the hardest part. you know? Yeah, you're really trying, you're doing fine. You're doing the best you can with what you have. How does that feel? Instead of going like, oh, you suck, you're doing this wrong, you never get this right. How about, you know what? I am doing the best I can with what I have. Screw you, backseat driver. Ah. One corner at a time. There we go. I love it. It just hit me to plan it out on a calendar. Yeah, maybe one room a week. Yeah. Play with it. Have fun. I freaking love calendars. Do you know how much cool shit I get done? Because I put it on my calendar. I look at my calendar, and if I have room to do that fun thing, I will put it on my calendar. Hey, Laura Gibbon Voorhees, nice to see you. Yeah. Jem is saying, a room is overwhelming for me. I need to start with a corner. Yeah. I have a client, a one-on-one paying client, that calls that the, oh shit, what is it called? So like Washington, it's something, I can't think of it, but there's a method about that, going from like right to left or right to like very methodical. Sometimes that drives people insane. So I say start with a surface. I only offer that if you stay in one room, what you're going to see is you're going to see the evidence of what you've done. Much like Carla said, that one room that she did, that is, that she goes in and she hears the echo that she loves. Yeah, Idaho Princess, nice to see you. Talk about clients. I love this. But notice that there are many ways you can start. Just start. Feel good about starting. Feel good about what you're doing while you're doing it. Don't berate yourself. Don't beat yourself up the whole time. You won't want to show up. Have you ever been, this is how I'm wired. Maybe you are too. If you go to a class and somebody's yelling at you, and I mean, now I'm totally, and they're saying, no, do this, next, go, okay, next. I hate being yelled at. It does not inspire me. It shuts me down, and I'm flipping the bird and I'm walking out. No, I love this. J Oat 3 is saying, unloading the dishwasher while listening to my inspirational voice. Yeah, you know why? Because I'm talking to your nervous system. And I am doing my darndest to calm that little, scared little kid who's like all, wah, in the back seat. Backseat driver, right, backseat driver? It's okay. It's okay. We're going somewhere fun. We're not going anywhere scary. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Do you hear that? That's my name, Beth. Feeling okay? Another deep breath. Okay. Feeling better? Here. Wipe your nose. It's okay. Calm down your nervous system like you would a freaked out little kid in the back seat. All right? I love it. See, baby steps. Baby steps. Laura Gibbon Voorhees is saying baby steps here. Dropping off things at various donation places. Yeah. Trying to make sure there is a small trickle leaving the house. Not a deluge, but a trickle. A trickle to get started. Yes. Notice just me, 00111. I have to start with a tiny bit at a time, trying to do a little bit every day, and I bet you're doing a little bit every day. Now, if I were coaching at my desk, where I usually do a lot of it, except in the car, I would say write down, I would pull out my notebook and I would show you where I wrote down the good things that I do. I highly recommend you do that too. Actually, I think I've got, hold on. See, I brought my book with me, I think. Where did I put it? Oh, you know what? I think it's in oops. It's in the hotel room. I brought my book with me so I can capture the moments. Celebrate the moments of your life. I want to capture the good moments. It's my room. I brought my book with me so I can capture the moments. Celebrate the moments of your life. I want to capture the good moments. It is calling me. I don't know who it is. I love it. Idaho Princess says, coaching was one of the best things I did. I love it. Yeah, that was wicked fun working with you. There we go. See us. Thanking me so much. Going on a drive. Go on a drive. Yeah, I'll be here for another, 41 minutes or so. Then I will shut this off because I know my husband's going to be coming out of the radio thing soon enough. And then we're going to go get something to eat. We're going to have some fun. Now, notice this. Okay, and see, notice, I will do that tonight, says just me 000111. Awesome. Okay. CD says, I was shocked by how much better I felt by decluttering a single drawer. Yeah. Notice that when you feel good, when you do it, you want to show it off to yourself. I'm going to just open that thing that used to be the junk drawer, and instead of going ugh, I'm going to go ah. I'm going to go ah. Yes. when it feels good. There we go. Yes, Carly says, I want to share coaching with the world. Well, Carly, you have actually, and I don't know if you saw Oceanana. She was on earlier. But Carla, I will share this with you guys just because she mentioned it. Carla is one of my one-on-one clients, and she is loving coaching with me so much that she sent me money to take a discount off of your coaching if you sign up with me. So I love that. She loves it so much. It was nothing I came up with. Carla did. So there we go. I love it. Laura Gibbons Voorhees says, your calm voice and words were helpful. Thank you, Cyber Friend. You're welcome, Cyber Friend. It was funny. I was talking to somebody. Who was it? Somebody else I know from TikTok who lives in Massachusetts, going through a rough time. And she and I kind of TikTok messaged back and forth. And I was like, this is like having a pen pal, like back in the day, you know? Yeah. This is a cool way we can connect. And just encouraging and leaving this with a bit more courage, a little bit more calm. When you calm yourself down, another part of your brain starts working. Not the freaking out, oh my God, I'm going to die part of your brain, but the, hey, I'm smart, I can figure this out part of your brain. Now you have to calm down your brain in order for the other one to get working, because other than that, it's kind of running around screaming like a little toddler from the back seat, you know? Now, I love this. Mary Jean says, I donated a lot of Halloween stuff from my attic. Feels so good. Yeah, it does feel so good. I have even donated things this week, and I've found more things. I have a table that's down our basement that I've started to put stuff on, and each time I pull off something, then my brain says, what can I do with that stuff? And I just had a really good idea of a good place to rehome some of the things on that table. I'm excited to do it, you know, and I love it. The youth center was so appreciative, and it made me feel so happy. Notice, you guys, decluttering is making people feel good. Bustin' makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, you know. It's making me feel good. It made me feel happy. I can hear the echo. I crave this space. I want to do more, you know. Now, Felicia says, you've helped me wrap my head around the decluttering for remodeling. Thanks so much. I'm in tears. Oh, hon, here. Blow your nose if you need to. You had this in you all along. But sometimes when your brain is all freaked out and in fear, you cannot think straight. You cannot think clearly. I can think clearly now. The clutter is gone. I can think clearly now. The clutter has gone. It's true. I am getting so much more done. It is so much easier now that I'm not surrounded by all sorts of stuff that distracts me. You know, Julie Rose, what a cool idea. I'm going to put a box of small toys for trick-or-treaters. Very cool. You know, very cool. And what a neat thing. They get to pick around and they get to choose their toys. And then it's like a double whammy, you know? Yeah, Mary Jean is saying, yes, it's exhilarating to watch my stuff go to a good place. It's like, yay, good stuff. And you see somebody appreciate it. My husband and I have so many stories of how we have acquired certain things. And then we are at that part of our lives. We are also kind of rehoming those things. He had a portable pump organ. I think it was literally from like World War II or something. It had been his for years. It had been in our basement for years, then it was in our garage for years, and then we ended up taking pictures of it and sharing it around. We ended up, I think we even sold it to the guy. No, I said we met him, a guy who was doing like a World War II reenacting thing. He wanted it, and we met him halfway at like an ice cream store, and he said, here, let me pay you money. We're like, no, it's good. Just buy us some ice creams. It was fun to connect up the stuff. It's fun to make an ocean wave. It's fun to find out. And even if you don't know who's going to benefit from your stuff, if your stuff is still usable, trust that these wonderful third places, thrift stores, garage sales, not garage sales. I don't like encouraging people to do garage sales. I think they're a lot of effort for very little return. But thrift stores and of the like are a wonderful place where you can put something and trust that somebody else is going to come and find it, you know? Now, Felicia says, wow, I get all your song music references. Did you grow up in the 70s? Hell yeah. So if you notice, if you look at my TikTok like profile picture, again, I probably shouldn't introduce myself. My name is Beth. I'm a decluttering life coach, and my coaching is called Destination Decluttered. But if you go to like the homepage of my TikTok page. And if you haven't done that and you haven't followed me and you like what you hear, just give me a follow. That would be cool. But I am your Gen X decluttering life coach. I like to make it fun and get it done. One of the things that keeps it fun for me is realizing how much my brain grooves on music. And why not burst out into song? My dad used to do it all the time. My husband and I talk in song lyrics. It's a way of communicating. You know those songs. Yeah, isn't it fun? You know? No, I love this. Ooh, I saw a video about people giving used kids' books away to trick-or-treaters. Kids can choose the books. Now, I love that idea, but I also, please, as a as a 58-year-old child and a sweet tooth like nobody's business, also please put some candy out too. You know, you don't want to be that house where it's like, remember Charlie Brown? He's like, I got a rock. Like, I got a toothbrush. You know, I got a toothbrush and I got a bunch of little Snickerses and M&M's, right? No, I love this. Monterey Bay is saying, I'm trying to organize at least one thing a day, be it cleaning a drawer or reorganizing jewelry. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. In the car, I could clean out this console and be feeling good about it. I could dig the trash out of the little, side pockets. Our car is very, very tidy because I like a tidy car, because I don't like the feeling of being in an untidy car. So anytime I leave the car, I have the habit of grabbing whatever trash I can. I just looked outside when I said that. There's a trash can right there. I know my husband gets off of the radio thing he's doing at 6 o'clock. I will sign off this TikTok at 6 o'clock because I like to do that kind of on the top of the hour type thing, because I know you guys have stuff you want to do this Friday night. But I will probably, while I'm waiting for him, look around for some trash and put it in the trash can. Because why not? A little bit at a time, you know? Judy says, yeah, you do make it fun and you come up with the song references so fast. Yeah, that is my second language, is pop culture references. And it's just the way my brain thinks of things. It connects it to other things that I've already said or heard. I used to joke that if I did not watch TV or listen to the radio when I was growing up, I'd probably be mute. I would be mute. I would not, as I said, like, that's what it's all about, Charlie Brown. I got a rock, Hey, look at this. Carolyn says, listening to you, I got inspired and made a pile go mostly away. Awesome. And there we go. Yes, Julie Rose, I love this because I think I want to do this year. Julie Rose is saying, definitely, my toys will be next to my friends' full-size candy bars. Yeah, we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters at our house, despite my husband putting on the lights and all this kind of stuff. So this year I wrote a note to myself. I want us to give away full-size candy bars because there's like a sale on them at the grocery store. I want to be that kind of house. That you come to our house, you get a full, thing of Reese's. I like the little ones, but man, I want to be known as the house that gave away the full-size candy bars. There we go, 80s girl forever. I'm 55, Gen X here too. High five, lady. I'm 58. Yeah, we are elder Gen X. We rock, There we go. Eric says, you are inspiring me to let go of extra stuff. Made donations and sold stuff last weekend. Awesome. And notice, it's just extra stuff. It's not all your stuff. I'm not saying, oh, this is funny. I'm not saying, I'm going to finish my thought and then I will share with you what I just saw. It's not all your stuff. I'm not saying become a monk and get rid of all your stuff and you have to let go of your favorite toys. No, that's going to throw you into a tiz. But clutter is, by definition, the stuff you do not want. There we go. 59, Gen X, right here. Rock and roll, people. The reason I was laughing was because I glanced up and there's obviously a costume party going on tonight, because I saw, unless there are zombies roaming the earth and I just am, going to be eaten by a zombie, because I saw some people with zombie makeup on. Because it's a Friday night in Ocean City, Maryland. I'm sitting in a parking lot talking on my phone, but connecting up with you guys, And here's an interesting thing. Notice the age we all are. It's because we probably are struggling with clutter for a couple of reasons. It's probably because, and I say this with love, we were raised by people who struggled with clutter too. Now, they usually showed up in two ways. They either couldn't deal with it, or they dealt with it all the time and didn't show us how to deal with it. They kept a neat surface, but maybe they, crammed it in a closet. you probably didn't learn how to declutter. Or it's kind of like you didn't learn how to drive stick shift. You know, it's something you just were not taught. That is okay. It is never too late to learn. Okay? And think about the people who raised us. The people who raised us were directly affected by World War II, the Great Depression, and they were probably raised by people who went through World War I. And then, at least in my family, I will share with you that prior to that, our people came over on the potato boats or various other boats to the U.S. And my people have not had a lot of money. So you tend to be very, I better hold on to this thing for fear that I may not get one again. But that was over 100 years ago, and boy, are things different right now. You can go boop, 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 boop on your phone, which is also connecting you to the world, and you can order things to be teleported to your home and delivered within moments, you know? So just notice this. Okay, so Eric, I can drive a stick shift but cannot get rid of stuff. Remember how it was when you learned to drive a stick shift? How you had to practice stopping and starting? Maybe in the driveway. I'm picturing myself in the driveway of my parents' house. Stopping and starting, going in reverse, then going forward, stopping and starting. You got to learn that with decluttering is the same way. Starting, doing a little bit, stopping. Starting, doing a little bit, stopping. Starting, doing a little bit, stopping. Getting better at it. The more you get better all the time. Actually, here's a fun thing. My husband, musician guy, he has a Spotify account. So he made for me, and now I can update it, a Spotify playlist of a lot of the songs that my brain just normally sends to my vocal cords to sing to you. So It's Getting Better All the Time by the Beatles is one that I always sing. It's getting better all the time. You will get better the more you practice this. Decluttering is not something you do perfectly the first time, just like anything. Like walking, like driving a stick shift. But the more you practice something, the more it gets ingrained in your brain, and the easier it gets, and then it just becomes the way you move in the world. You know? So, I love it. I love it. Lazy Paws is getting the email box from almost 3K down to 10 within the last month. Decluttering. User 616440 says, listening on my commute home from work, thank you for getting me. You know what, you guys? Don't you forget about me. I get you because I am one of you. I'm not one of these fancy dancy people who's like, you know, look at my perfect gray and white house and how everything matches because I bought it off of Amazon. No. If we were at my house, I would show you the stuff that I have thrifted and collected and trash picked and inherited and, yes, bought new. And the stuff that I've struggled to get rid of and the stuff that I've easy. It has taken me a while to do it. But it gets so much easier. And the other cool thing is I don't clutter like I used to. I get no joy in Mudville. I get no joy. I get no kick from champagne. I do get a kick from champagne. And then it gives me a headache. But in the meantime, I get a kick from champagne. But I don't get a kick from buying little ditzy things. We went into a store today. I went for one thing that I was looking for specifically for a friend. Didn't find it. Walked out. You know? So I don't have fun collecting crap anymore. I used to. Okay? So let me check. How many times? I got like 7 minutes here. There we go. Okay. So, all right, UPS was dropping off boxes. Boxes of crap or boxes of good stuff. Now, here's the funny thing. We all buy things thinking it's all good stuff. It all starts out being something that could potentially make your life better, easier, more fun. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you buy something that works. Sometimes it doesn't. I have been going through, I am on a journey to find like the perfect salt and pepper shakers for the top of my stove. Now I'm laughing and smiling and looking around because you guys, it's so funny because now it is 5 minutes of 6 on a Friday night in Ocean City, Maryland. I'm in the Secrets parking lot, and man, there is a costume party going on tonight. I just saw a dinosaur walk by. I saw some guy dressed in a tuxedo that had pumpkins on it. What a fun time. Now, I say this to you too because do not forget to have fun while you're decluttering. Make decluttering fun. You know, put on some music, put on some comfy clothes. You know, call a friend and be like, I'm decluttering for a half an hour. Can you keep me company? Or do you want to declutter and we call each other back? All right? But also, do not always spend your whole weekend doing crappy stuff. I like to think of life as a road trip, not a commute. Okay, I love it. Okay, you guys are seeing the people behind me. I'm not even seeing them. But isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? I want you to have some fun now too. This is so cool. I see this lady. She's, oh my God, she looks awesome. She looks like Wonder Woman, and she's got to be like 70 years old. Wonder Woman. How fun. Have some fun today. I don't care what time it is right now. This is my assignment for you. Have some fun tonight before you go to bed. When you get up in the morning, say, yeah, I got to do some stuff. I'm going to do some decluttering, but I'm going to make it fun. And I'm also not going to spend the whole day decluttering. Even if I have a ton of clutter to do, to declutter, I'm going to stop before my tank gets empty, and then I'm going to switch gears, shift gears, and I'm going to go do something else, something that I enjoy. Okay? Now, I love it. Yes, I need you to want fun too. Reading First Book in a While, Three Dog Night by Chuck Negron. They were, oh, there you go. Yeah, the Three Dog Night. Who knows? Maybe they played down here in Ocean City at some point. Have some fun and get it done. I have no interest in working you to death or making it a chore. No, because then you won't want to do it. So how can you have some fun? What are you going to do to have some fun tonight? I frankly have too much fun planned. I have to watch it because I want to feel good tomorrow. We're going to go out to dinner. We're going to go see some friends. We're going to go see a friend's band. My husband's going to jump up on stage. We're going to see friends who have come into town from different states. We're coming from a different state. Ooh, I see a pirate. I want to get some sleep. I'm going to have a cocktail. I'm going to have something tasty to eat. I may sing along to a song, you know? What are you going to do for fun tonight? And trust me, I don't do that all. Some other nights, honestly, if it were up to me, I'd be in bed reading tonight. But it's up to my husband, and we're going to go have some fun. Okay? There we go. Sherry Hooper says, I helped my mother-in-law declutter at camp today, and now I'm enjoying rock tumbling. Awesome. What is going to bring you joy? What are you going to enjoy? What's going to infuse your night tonight with joy? Maybe it's going to bed early. Maybe it's taking a drink of water before you go to bed, and then so when you wake up in the middle of the night, it's because you got to pee, but maybe you've hydrated. Okay? It's totally the shift, the what do I want to say? Like the shifts are shifting? No, hold on. Yeah, there's a shift change here at Secrets. It's the afternoon people are leaving and the costumed youngins are coming in. Oh, there we go. Mary's going to take her puppy to the park. Everybody, we got 3 minutes. Let's have some fun. Everybody list what's a fun thing you're going to do today or this weekend. And if you don't have something, think of it now and put it in the comments. Okay? Freckles Jimenez says, I am planning a garage sale for tomorrow. Hopefully not the last one of the year, weather permitting. Okay, there we go. Ooh, Judy's going to go see a play of The Odd Couple. Do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Now notice The Odd Couple. They are two extremes. That's what makes it funny. You know, but the thing is we're right in the middle. Everybody's a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. Everybody's a little bit Felix Unger and a little bit Oscar Madison. Okay? All right. Gia Loves Flowers is going to visit her mom. German Maid is going to watch a movie and have my cocktail. Picky's going to be making jewelry. Jewelry. Did you hear me say that? Making earrings for a friend. Awesome. See these earrings right here? Somebody made these. These were made out of guitar strings. Yeah. Okay, I love it. Sherry Hooper says, Halloween trunk or treat tomorrow. I have decorated for a table at my daughter's school. I love that. I had never even heard of trunk or treats until recently. Tomorrow, what do we have on? Tomorrow's pretty vague. But you know what we're doing too? Think about this declutter-wise. We are leaving space tomorrow in our calendars for all sorts of unexpected fun stuff. We don't even know what fun is going to happen, but we've left space in our calendar. Our day tomorrow is not structured, but we're going to have some fun. We don't know what it is, but we're going to. Calm Carolyn's going to work with Oracle and the Tarot cards. Sounds like a band name, Oracle and the Tarot cards. You know? Laura Gibbons Voorhees is going to share the World Series with your husband. Awesome. Go sports team. Yay, local team. Beat that other team from away. Now, I've got like a minute. I'm going to sign off. Going to throw some trash in the trash. Going to wait for my husband to come out. Going to check and see if I can get a reservation for dinner. I might change out of my hoodie into a sweater so I look a little bit more. Paige Arella's got a baby shower. Mars Espy, how about maybe I'll pull out some vinyl? How about cross out the maybe? All right? Pull out some vinyl. You know? Play some records. Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music. lay down the boogie, and play the funky music till you die. Well, not till you die, till you die, right? Okay? Have some fun and get it done. Get it done and have some fun. I like a rhyme. What can I say, okay? Now, you guys, just really quick. I do TikTok lives all the time. This was totally spontaneous. It's usually not around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's usually East Coast. I'm East Coast, so it's usually in the morning. If you want to find out when I do them, hop on my mailing list. DestinationDecluttered.com/join. Boom. If you like what you heard and you want to hear some more and you don't care about the mailing list, follow me here on TikTok. I guess TikTok usually notifies you when I go live. Okay? Yes, and I like to surprise people. One of the things that surprises me is unexpected delights. It's kind of like whipped cream and other delights. Herb Alpert, you know that lady with the whipped cream on her? Unexpected delights are one of the things that brings joy to my life, so I like to give it to other people as well. Okay? Oh, thank you. Gia Loves Flowers says I'm looking fabulous. I think I took a shower today. But thank you very much, you guys. Rock the Casbah this weekend, and I'll see you the next time I do a TikTok live, okay? How do I do this? I go like this. I can't remember. I go like that, and I go like this, and then I'll see you later.